Have you got this? Yes. So now let us pull an op-amp from our components. Go to the components and let us get an op-amp. So I'll get a 3-terminal op-amp. Normally we are used to having an op-amp with a negative on top and positive below. So we will try to do that. I will give one rotation, flip it, and then rotate, rotate, rotate. Yeah. Yes, this is what I want. I'll keep my op-amp here. I've just pulled the op-amp and kept it here. So I have an op-amp here. And the advantage of this multi-sim live circuit is it's already having the inbuilt power supply given to the op-amp. And if you're going for a real full-fledged multi-sim, then you can pick up which op-amp you want and you can give the required supply. But your power supply is already given. So let's take a resistor and put 1K resistor here, and let's put one more 1K resistor here, and let's put a large resistor here. So let me make this as this. I'll make it as say 10K. I'll make this as 10K. And now we also need a power supply. So let me take one AC voltage and keep it here because sine wave I will give. Then I also need a ground. So let me put the ground. So this completes the components. This completes the components. And then now let us do the wiring. Let's do the wiring. When I take my cursor near the end of the signal generator, this has become the wire spool. So I connect it. I take here, let me put a ground here. Let me put a ground here. Then I do the wiring here. I have an input. I connect it here. I take this input. I connect it here. I take this input, connect it here. And this one we wanted to make it as 2K. 2K. So let's make this resistor as 2K. 2K. And then I connect this here. And then I connect here. So this completes my wiring. And let me increase my input, my signal. Let me make this as 1 volt. It's the 1 volt. Let me make it as say 5 volts. So I am making my signal strength to 5 volts. So now I want to see my input. I take my input, give it here. I also want to see an output. So I take the probe and I place it here. My output is across. This is what I see. So have you done it? And then let's run it. Let's run it and see what is the color of my input. Input is green and output is blue. Input is green, output is blue. So somebody said it is an amplifier. Whoever said it's an amplifier is right. Have you got this? Are you able to see it? So my sine input has come out as a sine. So is it linear? My sine input has come out as a sine. So it is linear. How many have got the result? Anyway, you have break times, and the break you can try it. So if I give this, what happens? Is it linear? I'll be forced to conclude that it is linear. If you have got this output, please tell yes, got it, or done. Some message you post. That you don't worry. There is a phase shift of -1. Yes, this is an inverting amplifier. So that is right. It's a good observation because we have given the input to a negative terminal. We have given the input to negative terminal, so you will get a phase shift of 180 degrees. That is right. Yes. So 3 people have confirmed that they have got the result. Otherwise, you can try. Yes, very nice, very nice. So yes, I see, so nice. It's such an open source tool, and everybody, you see a circuit, your teacher teaches a circuit in the class. Just go home and try it, and then you will be able to see the output yourself, and then it makes you so happy. Oh, this a phase. Someone observes the phase shift of 180 degree. Now you make a small change. So now by looking at this result, what we are telling, this is the circuit is linear. Now I'll ask you to make the change. Now you go to the input and go to my signal generator. Click on the signal generator and make the voltage as 10 volts. 10 volts, or make it as say 8 volts. Make the input as 8 volts. I am making my input as 8 volts. The same circuit, same circuit. And then look at the output. What happened? Do you still say it is linear, or do you say it is non-linear? Input is a sine wave. Output is it sine? It got cut. It got clipped. It got clipped. Are you all seeing it? Are you all seeing this? Yes. No, we won't call it distorted sine wave, please. We will not call it. I like that active participation, but we will not call it. We will not call it distorted. Just see. I gave a beautiful sine wave, and I did not get a sine wave at the output. It got clipped by what is the maximum voltage? If you see here, the voltage is 12 volts. The clipping value is 12 volts. And what is the negative value? It's clipped to -12 volts. Go back to the input and give some other, make my input voltage magnitude as say 10 volts. 10 volts. Sorry. Make my input as 10 volts, and then again now run and see the output. Run and see the output. Stop it. See what happened. My input is 10 volts. My input is also 10 volts. My output is getting clipped at 12. 12. Any electronics, and now let us change. Go back to our circuit. Let's go back to our circuit, and then let me make my input as say 6 volts. I'll make it as 6 volts. My input peak, I'm making it as 6 volts, and let me run. Let me run. And what is my output? Is it linear now? Is it linear? Yes. What does it mean? So the question when I asked, is it linear or non-linear? Now how do you want to answer the question? The given circuit is linear as long as my input is less than 6 volts. And if my input is more than 6 volts, the circuit is non-linear. Are you getting it? Sorry. Are you getting the got it? So why does the output get clipped at this? Because the operational amplifier is having some supply voltage, and the supply voltage may be around 15 volts, plus minus 15 volts we are giving, and it saturates. That's a saturation voltage. You cannot get the output of the operational amplifier any voltage higher than the supply voltage that we give. But because this particular multisim light, we are not able to have a control on the power supply. But if you have the complete simulation package, you will have it. For now, it doesn't matter. We are able to see the output. So whenever we have active devices, this is an example I've taken with op-amp, but if I have a circuit with diode, if I have a circuit with transistor, we cannot blindly tell it is linear or non-linear. They will all be linear in some region, they will be non-linear in some region. So it depends. So they'll have a range of input for which they will be linear and non-linear. And can you simply generalize? This circuit has a linear range up to 6 volts because I have set the gain. Here I set a gain of 2. R2 by R1 I set a gain of 2. So that is it. So this is just to show that um, simple RLC circuits are always linear. But the moment I have some active device like diode, transistor or operational amplifier, the same circuit will be linear sometimes and the same circuit will be non-linear sometimes. If it is linear, we have a formula to compute the output. If it is non-linear, we cannot apply anything that we discussed, the differential equation representation, all that will not work for non-linear system. For non-linear, we will have other equations to model the system. Only when the system is linear, we can represent it using the differential equation. Differential equation. You can try. If someone is interested, you can try doing the non-inverting amplifier. You can practice it. For the class on Monday, we definitely need operational amplifier. We'll use op-amp as an adder. Op-amp as an adder, we will use it on Monday's class. So we'll break now. We'll meet at 11:45. We'll meet at 11:45, and we will try writing a very general code in Python for solving a differential equation. So thank you. Thank you.
This conference will now be recorded.